fulfill this desire, or I have a desire to fulfill this desire this way, and this year I will use it for that purpose. Anything, anyone having anything? No. You are very much empty. Should I read what I have desired to do?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, if you join with me, then it will be fine. If you not join, that's also fine. I will not force you. So, because if you don't have any planning, then Maya will put you new planning. You enjoy like this, you go like this, do like this. Means Maya will not make you free. Maya will use. If you not use yourself in Krishna's service or Krishna's service, then Maya will use in her service. There is only two entities, Maya and Krishna. There is no third entity. Like day and night. Either you have to stay in day or in night. There is no in between something. Similarly, there is two entities, Krishna and Maya. If you not serve Krishna, then you have to serve Maya. So to serve Krishna, we have to serve Guru or ISKCON. Prabhupada has given some instruction on Gurukul and Varnashram college. Yeah.
Around 4 or 5 months back, you gave one class.
Do you remember something?
Yeah, some of the points.
What?
The why you the importance of Gurukula, like why the Vedic knowledge or Vedic style education is required, and how does it affect our life? Like that materialistic education, it always gives a lot of endeavors to materialistically grow. But when we go through read in Gurukula or like Vedic system, then it is more about our spiritual growth, not material growth.
Okay. So, if it is, do you remember I have given before? You are only there or someone else? Yeah. So many new people are coming, maybe, no? So many new people are coming. So, anyway, he said, means Prabhupada said, Gurukul means we should always know that all the students, they should be educated in such a way that they become good citizens, good devotees, and they know the value of life. So, because you have joined in the middle, you come to Krishna consciousness in the middle of your age. But actually, this Brahmachari class, today Prabhuji asked me how to maintain the Brahmachari. But their training should be taken, or that training should be given to the Gurukulis boy, Gurukul boy, to the age of 5. They can make it up. Otherwise, if it is too late, our mind become little bit contaminated, and we will be habituated with bad habits, and an association is very much materialistic. That is why to maintaining spiritual culture or maintaining brahmacharya and become a good citizen is not possible. So Gurukula Gurukula training is needed at the early age. Actually, Gurukula students are the future good citizen or future devotees. Actually, nothing is possible without training. For everything, we have to be trained up. To do something, we have to be trained up in that way, in that particular way. Then only we can get the expected result. Otherwise, you see, from our very birth, it is said in Shastra, Janmanam Jayate Sudra. From the birth, we become a Sudra. Sudra means? Sudra means? No, Sandal is Sandal is dog eater. Sudra is
liberal class.
Sudra is
Service class.
better is he is under the Varnashram, under the Vedic culture. Though he is maybe not very intelligent, but he is cultured at least. Sandalas and Vaisas are uncultured entity. They are not in the category of Varnashram, Vedic culture. So, Prabhupada said that Gurukula means always know that all the students, they should be educated in such a way that they become a good citizen, good devotee, good and know the value of life. He said at the Gurukul, the girls should be taught especially how to become shrestha. And of course, and expert in cooking, then she will never be neglected by her husband. Her life becomes very happy. She can teach, she can preach. You see, nowadays, uh, girls are more than the boys. So therefore, we should, even girls should be given training of Vedic culture. Otherwise, they cannot be fitted into this Sanatana society. So for the boys, there is a lot of educations are needed because boys has two responsibilities. When he becomes mature, then he will enter into the Grihastha life. And when he becomes a householder, then he has to take care of wife and children. That is why he has two responsibilities, as a husband and as a father. But wife has only one responsibility, as a mother. So, Srila Prabhupada said that as a wife, she should be very chaste and very expert in cooking. If she cooks nicely, then she can control her husband. So, woman is normally in the mood of goodness. Should be trees, pleasure potential of Krishna. She give a pleasure to Krishna. That is why Radharani is called Ladini Shakti, pleasure potential. And all three supposed to have little qualities of a Radharani or feminine qualities. You know, because we are worshipper of feminine qualities, because Devi, we are worshipper of Devi. That is why we are worshipping Tulsi Devi, Ganga Devi, Yamuna Devi, Bhumi Devi, Durga Devi, Lakshmi Devi, Radharani. So because we worship Stri Shakti, Ladini Shakti, and at the same time, if you disrespect human ladies, means women, then your ideology will not fit it. Because one type of woman you are worshipping, another type of woman you are hating, you are disrespecting, neglecting. But actually women are not a trouble for the man or husband or boy. But problem is coming from mind. When you try to enjoy women, that time your mentality is almost turned to a demonic mentality. Demons like to enjoy more. And Devata, demigods, they also enjoy, but they enjoy according to the sustained injunction. That is why they not become polluted, contaminated. And reaction and suffering also not coming to them. But demons, they are very much after enjoying propensity. That is why they target women as a sense object, sense gratificatory object. So as a devotee, we should behave like a demigod, not demon. So if you want to be a brahmachari, you should not hate or neglect or see only the negative aspect of the feminine side. Females. So you should see women as a Krishna's Ladini potential. This is mean for Krishna's enjoyment. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that Kanapa Kamini Kamini Kam Nohe Tabo Dham তাহার মালিক কেবল যাদব বৈষ্ণব কে কামিনী কাম নহে তব ধাম means you should not target a lady to be a object of sense gratification. Your object of sense gratification is the result of your Krishna service only. When you serve Krishna or Krishna related object, you will get the prasad as a remnant of your service. That is your enjoyment. Means we are prasad bhukta. We are the enjoyer of Krishna prasad. In that attitude, in that mentality, if you see a lady then you have to offer first to Krishna, Yadava. Tahar Malik Keval Yadava. Only Krishna can deal properly with women. He can maintain 16,000. Prabhupada said that he can maintain 16 crore. No problem for him. But for us, one is too much. Devotee becomes sometimes breakdown, dealing with one. They cannot maintain. Though they are very soft, they are very delicate. Actually, women are very nice because they are Komalangi, no? Their eyesight is soft, their buildings are soft, their voice are soft, their bodies are soft. That is why they are called Komalangi. Because they are Komalangi, that is why Purusha wants to enjoy them with almost with all effort, all capability, and with all means. And that is the cause of his suffering. Because if you want to enjoy others' property, then definitely you will suffer. And Krishna has given you with some purpose, given you some limitation. So if you cross that limitation, then you have to suffer. This is the instruction given in Upanishad. Tena tektena bhunjitha ma vidha kushasya dhanam. He has given you a quota. You should be happy with your quota. Don't try to enjoy more. So similarly, Krishna has given one lady to one man to beget a child. That much you can have a relation with your woman. Beyond that, because it is not recommended, it is not beyond your quota, then reaction will come. Actually, reaction is not coming from the woman. It is coming through the woman. Do you understand? From the woman and through the woman.
Medium.
Actually, from the woman means she is the cause of my misery. No, she is not cause of my misery. She is the instrument to cause of my misery. She is being used as an instrument to put me in misery. Means women are not independent entity. They can't do anything according to their whims. They are also under influence of Maya, under Krishna, under Maya. So we are under Maya. Males are under Maya, females are under Maya. When male person trying to enjoy more than recommended quota, he will be punished by the Krishna's Maya Shakti. But because our vision, our intelligence does not understand, what is going on in my family life, we give blame to my partner, means wife. Actually, she is forced to behave like that because your mentality is not divine, but demonic. That is why you yourself is the cause of your suffering. That is why if you want to remain Brahmachari, still you should have a very good respect to the woman. And you should see as a Krishna's pleasure potency. It should be used for Krishna's pleasure. So if Krishna has given me someone as my life partner, we should use it for Krishna's pleasure only. How should I make Krishna happy? Through her. Like that. Why Radharani was married to a Abhimanyu? To Abhimanyu. Why Radharani was married to Abhimanyu? I don't like to go deep into this philosophy, but I want to make the point is that Krishna like to see how she will behave or Abhimanyu will act in what way. And actually Abhimanyu is Krishna's shadow potency. So if Abhimanyu is shadow potency, we are what?
Marginal potency.
We are shadow of the Abhimanyu. Shadow of the shadow. Right. So we are not actually independent of Krishna. We are not competitor of Krishna. We are with Krishna. We are meant for Krishna. So I don't like to say anything against women. Also don't like to glorify women. But I like to respect these feminine genders because it is Krishna's creation and it has some very good meaning and it has good utility. So we should see everything in relation to Krishna. That way we will remain safe and we can respect anyone and everyone of this creation. What to speak of women. They are very helpful to the men, and women and men is a complete entity. You see, without our mother, our existence is meaningless. And we have cared a lot from our mothers. So, as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter, they are simply helping male persons, masculine genders. So, because they are helpful, why should we hate them? Why should we see the negative aspect of their life? Some maybe behave in a bad way, or maybe not have a very good quality, having some bad qualities, but that bad quality will not remain for longer period because she was forced to behave like that. Prakriti kriyamani. They are under Prakriti. They are forced to act by the moods of gunas, three gunas. So, in our Brahmacharya class, If you get some time, then you can come.
What?
Three days in a week.
What time?
Morning 3:30. You have to stay. You have to stay here. Or you have to come. Otherwise, if you're nearby, you come 3:30 here. Brahmachari is very austere, very powerful. You should have Brahmachari class night 1 o'clock.
1 to 4.
Then we can see who will remain Brahmachari or who will be a Grihastha Brahmachari. Brahmachari is two categories. Grihastha Brahmachari is sometimes better than normal Brahmachari. Because normal Brahmachari has some escaping mentality. But Grihastha Brahmachari has no such mentality. They become responsible because they are forced to take responsibility. So I don't encourage you to become Brahmachari or Grihastha Brahmachari. It is up to you, whatever ashram is good for you, you choose it and do it. But if you become a Grihastha, still you have to remain very simple. That way you can make your life successful. So here the point was coming that we should give training to girls also. Women are not bad. Only men make her bad. You see, they are always protected by father and husband and son because they are under protection. Who is giving protection? If that protector is not Vedic cultured person, then definitely the woman who is under his shelter, she won't get any guidance to maintain spiritual culture, Vedic culture. That is why man, as a father, as a husband, should be very responsible. This husband and father, the two big responsibility is there with male person. As a Krishna conscious devotee, Krishna conscious students, you should know it very nicely. Though it is little late, still you should know it very nicely. Otherwise, actually, we should give this lesson at the age of 5, because we can train them nicely. Brahmachari life is a very austere life and very meaningful life, and they can have anything and everything because of their Brahmacharya tapasya. Prabhupada said, he said, the women are best for teaching small children, especially if they are themselves mothers. And when the children becomes brahmacharis at 5 or 6 years old, then they may be instructed by the men. He said, when the boys and girls become 10 or 12 years and above, they should be separated. At that time, special care should be taken, because once they become a victim of sex, their whole life becomes spoiled. You see, this world, Srila Prabhupada said, on the way to Krishna Mali. Prabhupada said that we are all shackled by sex life. From the beginning of the day to the end of the day, we are all oriented by sex life only. To earn money, maintain family. Family means wife. Wife means sex life. Everything, money, wife, business, service, whatever. Everything is related to the sex life. So, if you can't control yourself, then you will be a victim of sex life. Then Srila Prabhupada said, the whole life becomes spoiled. He said, some department is suitable for the boys, some departments are suitable for the girls. In this way, they should be trained up. But everyone should be trained up to give service. That is good for you. Have you heard it? I said before. Have you heard it all these things? I was not explained that day. Simply I was reading within 10 minutes. So if you think it nicely, then you will feel it's important. He said there should not be more than 12 students for one teacher. That is tutorial system.
It was last year. It was last year. We cleaned that Shiva temple in Beltala, and then we brought him for the class. February last year.
Last year means this year.
Yeah, 23 February.
Oh, last year.
Last year I'm 22. 23 23 Anyway, so I visited Sanjipani Gurukul school to get some hints or some training how to educate Gurukulis. So they have a style. One teacher can take only 10 students, maximum 10 students only. And this is Sanjipani Gurukul school was actually affiliated by government. The government gives all students 5,000 per month, and teachers from 16 to 22,000. But 10 students must be qualified. If they fail, they won't get the scholarship. So I tried my best to find 10 students, but I couldn't find. It's so difficult. We have lot of family holders, lot of children are there, but no one, the parents are not inclined to put students in the Gurukul, and who is inclined, they are not very qualified. Means I got 23 students, but they are not meritorious. Because they are not meritorious, I cannot get grant from that institute. So it was a struggle from the Srila Prabhupada time till now. We are struggling to have proper Gurukul. You see? There are so many students, but all are not inclined to learn Vedic philosophy. Means so many are there from remote area. Their children are not very talented. Means they cannot grasp the philosophy. They cannot learn this is the problem. So that is why Srila Prabhupada also said that at maximum one should have 12 students for the teacher. That is tutorial system. He said it is the responsibility of the parents to maintain Gurukula. He said regarding Gurukula, it is not that parents live there with their children. Actually, there are 5 criteria to be a student. What are the 5 criteria? Bhakti Dhyan. Alpahari Grihatyagi. Alpahari Grihatyagi. Grihatyagi is there. In all hostels, all the Grihatyagis are there. Right? They have given up Griha. But they are not Alpahari.
They have Kakachesta.
They are doing the Kakachesta. Yeah, some extent, some type of quality has to be maintained, otherwise knowledge cannot be acquired. Kakasesta Bhakti Dhyan means how Bhakta is meditating on the fish. He is waiting and see whether the fish is coming or not. He is waiting and waiting. And what? These people are talking in between, sitting in front of me and talking something other than so why don't you ask me? Why you are asking him? What is my use? If you not ask me, if you talk in between, then I will let you go. It is a kind of disturbance. If you don't understand, still you have to remain quiet. When I will ask you some questions, that time you will ask. Otherwise, the program will be demolished. So Prabhupada said that parents should not stay with the student. If parents stay together, then when teacher becomes little bit harsh to the student, the parent makes some complaint and become against of the teacher. And that way some disturbance is not proper. So he said, Gurukula program has my full approval, and I am requesting you to develop it to the perfectional stage. So Prabhupada requested us to have this Gurukula system. So that is why I am repeating the same thing twice. Means once I was there, one devotee was hearing from inside. So Srila Prabhupada asked me that you are supposed to give some different classes. You have given some different classes, but later on you are talking only about Guru. Why you said like that? I said that they are young people. They will be a Grihastha in future. Some will be Grihastha definitely. If they know the value of Gurukul, then their life will be very much peaceful, happy, and family will be maintained in a Vedic style, and their life will be successful. That is why I am giving some hints how to live a ideal life. He said, if it is possible to keep sufficient number of cows in the ashram, there can be very nice meal, business, and that may make sufficient income for maintaining one institute for educating children in Krishna consciousness. Cow is needed for two purposes. One is so, do you like to jump? If you feel pain, if you feel pain, then you can have a kirtan. There is kirtan, you can simply dance here. Okay, get up. 45 minutes. 1 hour is over. Be relaxed. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Harinam heritage ki jai. So you see, cow is needed to engage students. 3 things is very much needed: cow, land, and labor.
Slow for feeding is needed
For maintaining simple life. If you have cow and if you have land, Srila Prabhupada said that you can maintain a very peaceful life. These two things are needed only. It is, cow and land. Cow and land.
How land and
Labor?
So I will find it here again. It is possible to keep sufficient numbers of cows. He said, oh, we have not got through any help from the government. We getting so-called accreditation. So-called accreditation means if you take government help, then government will force you to take government style of study, government style of living style. Means nowadays government don't like to live a Vedic style of life, a Vedic type of Gurukul system. If you take government help, then we have to study a government academy. So that is why Srila Prabhupada said, don't depend upon government, be independent of government. Srila Prabhupada wants us to become a role model for the society. If you maintain a very peaceful, happy and very logistic, very holistic, very ideal life, then the government will give us credit later on. And other people also come and follow our lifestyle. We have so many successful farmers. Brazil we have, and some other places we have some very successful farmers. So that is self-sufficient. They don't need anything from outside. So we need, you see, we need food and clothing and shelter. Three things are needed. If you have money, you will buy these three things. With money, you cannot eat money, no? You cannot eat your mobile, nothing. This is so extraordinary. Money, if you have money, still you are a beggar. Because you have to go to the rice holder.
Shop.
Huh?
Shop.
No, if shop is making available, then it's okay. If there is no shop, then you have to look for farmer who is having rice, right? Paddy. But they won't come to you. They won't come to you because they don't need money, because they are sufficiently equipped with it. Means they have everything: oil, rice, vegetables, whatever they need, they grow and they are self-sufficient. They don't need money. But who has money, they need all these things. That is why they are dependent on farmers. Farmers are independent. That is why farmer is a very high level Vaishya. Other businessmen is not that high level Vaishya. Vedic culture give lot of respect to the farmers because they are living with the nature, living with the land, cows. Like that. This is very essential. Cow means you are getting milk and milk product, everything. Even ghee for jaggas. That is why Gurukuli students, they should be very much accustomed with or familiar with living a simple life. Means living with agriculture and cow protection. He said, we have not got to take any help from the government by getting so-called accreditation. He said the Dallas Gurukul was lost only for this purpose. They could not manage. Jagadish said the government was imposing this, that. Why our Dallas Gurukul is not successful? Because they are trying to get help from government, and government said, you have to do this, you have to do that. They are forcing us to do, introducing their style of education or their style of help. So that is why it was not successful. He said government curriculum is useless. And they will enforce kids to take eggs, 3 eggs in daytime and 4 pounds fresh. Otherwise, there will be less vitamin. Or give them vitamins pills. Don't go to Jamuna. It is polluted. They say don't go to Jamuna, don't go to Ganga. Ganga is polluted. Jamuna is polluted. Don't take bath there. We are arranging nice water facility here to take bath here. Don't go there. So you have your good brain faculty. You have to eat 3 eggs per day. Like that. And some flesh also. These are the
Government.
these are the government policies. They have to follow. Then only they will recognize, yes, this government affiliated school. He said our program is open. Brahmachari Gurukula Vasamudanta. Srimad Bhagavatam 7:12. We are training like this according to the Bhagavatam. That's all. Never mind government. Gurukula and Brahmachari life. It's matching. But Brahmachari in Annakula will not match. Means your Kula, where you are coming from. That Kula is not mean for Brahmachari life.
This was Bhagavatam. From Bhagavatam, this sloka was from
Bhagavatam from 7:12:1. Guru Puram Brahmachari Guru Puram Vasam. He said, keep this institution pure, not that we have to make it impure. If we don't get students, it will remain vacant. But we don't want to introduce impure. That should be the principle. What is going on? He said, if you don't get any students, then our Gurukula will remain vacant. No problem. But don't bring other culture or other people who is not going to follow the Vedic lifestyle, Vedic Gurukul style. Don't bring that type of student. Do you feel its importance or not? How much do you feel important? Because you are not accustomed with all these things. You are little bit aware of Krishna consciousness. From their point of view, you may think it's important. Otherwise, your ideology is actually going to have some PhD or B.Tech, M.Tech, or whatever. But for you, you need government. Without any government, you can't do anything. But for Krishna consciousness, government has zero contribution. Forget about government. Your money has zero contribution to your spiritual life. Your money won't help you to understand soul, to overcome death. This has your education, your money, your bodily strength, your intelligence has no use. So you have to use Krishna consciousness. And if you want to be successful in your life, and if you want to enter Grihastha life, or if you want to make change of society, then as a brahmachari you have some responsibility for the society. If you have a grihastha, then you have own responsibility for your family, also society. But all the brahmacharis in ISKCON, they have a big families. Brahmacharis are not actually doing sadhana alone. If doing sadhana alone, then they used to go to Badrikashram, Himalaya. They won't stay.
When Badrikashram, their Rishi Munis are doing not alone.
Now, there is two types of devotees. One is Pushtanandi and one is Bhajananandi. Pushtanandi is who is dealing with other devotees. It's called Pushtanandi. And Bhajananandi is, he is simply maintains bhajan very strict way. That is why he don't like to be disturbed by other people. He needs loneliness, solitary place. That is why he goes to Himalaya. So you see, because you need a simple life. He said modern so-called education is simply waste of time, producing hippies, shameless. This is Prabhupada. What I say?
Kostanandi and Bhajananandi. Kostanandi people.
No. After that.
Modern education.
Modern education is
Waste of time.
waste of time. Do you agree?
Yes.
Very much.
Ah, very good. You are our followers. Because it is completely against of what you are doing now. You are after modern education. But we are against modern education. Srila Prabhupada said, PhD means what? You know all these things. Permanent head down. Or another meaning is a plow department. PH means plow, D means department. PhD is plow department person. He said, why compulsory education? To make hippies? Compulsory education degrades. Education is not necessary to have compulsory system. If someone is not able to read, at least if he read A, B, C, D or O, R, K, and he can read at least one language, native language or state language. If he read and write, that's enough. Then he go for carpentry or he can go for some engineering work. That way he will maintain. Because he needs some, what is called? Skill. He needs some skill to maintain his life. But everyone is skillful in different way. So everyone is not need education, book education, degree. This is not needed. How many doctors we need? How many engineers we need? How many lawyers we need? If one lawyer is sufficient, if there is no any crime, what lawyer is needed? If you make the whole world free from disease, why doctors are needed? If you maintain a simple life, why engineers are needed? So, to be an engineer, to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, to be a professor, what gain he will derive? Because he is very educated, very literary person, but that does not mean that he will be qualified to understand self. He is qualified to overcome death. This type of education will not at all helpful to mitigate our problems. So that is why I request you all, take this Krishna consciousness very seriously, and you have to preach very boldly that to have a good end, what education I need, that I want. To have a good end of my life, I need education. What education is helpful for me? You should directly tell people, your parents, your friends, sadhan karo, bhajan karo, moksha janka. If you don't know how to die, then you don't know anything. Because somehow or other you have taken birth. It is not your hand. You are forced to take birth. But you are not forced to take death. Because you can overcome death. It is said in Shastra, Hari, Harati Dukha, Hari, Dukha, Harta hai, Hari Dukha Harta. Hari is stealing our Dukha, pain. And another verse is there, Harin bina mrityu na taranti, Harin bina shriti na taranti. No one save you from death without Hari. Harin bina. No demigods, no Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv, only Hari. Vishnu is Hari. But no demigods can save us from death. Even Brahma is subjected to death. Education is mean for what? Education is mean for overcome sufferings. Suffering.
Prabhu, is Lord Shiva is subject to do that?
Yeah, Lord Shiva is subjected to change. It's not, you can not call it death, but he has to.
Sadashiv.
Sadashiv is not beyond Shankar, beyond Rudra. Shiva Tattva is very complicated. Sadashiva is staying in Vaikuntha. And from Sadashiva, Mahesh is coming. From Mahesh, Rudra is coming. Like that. Nice. From Sadashiva, Shambhu is coming. From Shambhu, Mahesh, then Shiva, Rudra is coming. So, these Rudras and all, they are subjected to change. But Mahesh and they are different. Anyway, so you see, you are the hope for ISKCON Guwahati. If you learn these things very nicely, you feel forced to preach others because your understanding is very genuine, very practical, and very effective. So if you preach, then everyone will take it very seriously because you have reason, because you have a good purpose. So if you don't preach, then you don't understand this Krishna conscious philosophy.
Prabhu, but one thing is that lots of the people have different mentality. It means that if you have the best material background, degree background, and you are in a Krishna conscious devotee, then people will hear more you than others.
You see, oh, is that
Because he is a doctor and
no, one thing I like to say. Oh, Baba, Kun Baba? Bageshwar. What degree he have? What degree he have?
don't know.
Don't have any degree. Even I was talking to Srila Prabhu's son, Advaita. I said him, even I told his father, Srila Prabhupada, you spoil your students. You mean medical learning. I would have helped him to get some siddhi, Madhima, Lodhima. You buy this siddhi, you can buy all the degree holders. कितना पैसा का होल्डर है? डिग्री होल्डर बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा का नहीं है ना? You can buy them. उनका ज़्यादा दिमाग है ही नहीं, थोड़ा पैसा से बिक्री हो जाता है. Very simple, but a siddhi holder is very difficult. You won't find siddhi holder. So I want you to become siddhi holder, not the degree holder. He said actually the modern education institutions are different grades of slaughterhouse. He said why so many big universities for inviting everyone. There is no need. Education means Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. Brahmana will give real knowledge and Kshatriya will govern. For Vaishya and Shudra, there is no, it is waste of time. He said, Krishna never said that you send your children to the university and make them fools and rascals.
Fools and rascals.
What I said?
Fools and rascals.
He didn't give any attention.
Yes, but sorry. Yeah, just doing something else.
They can have degree, but still they are in Krishna consciousness viewpoint, they are still rascal and fool. Huh? Krishna said, other day I said, what is the definition of murkha? I said, have you heard that? Murkha dehati aham buddhi.
Yes. In Jagannath temple you said.
Huh?
In Jagannath temple you said. In Jagannath temple you said. Gita Jayanti. Murkha dehadiya murti.
All the time I am saying same. I try to inject it to your brain. To your khopri mein डाल देना चाहता हूँ. Krishna says he is a fool who thinks himself as a body and mind. But after having a big degree, he won't think that he's a man, he's a woman. Don't think like that. He thinks like that. That means he's a fool number one again. Huh? And he is MTech fool. He is BE fool.
Become full.
Peacock fool. He is the fool. So, no, I not like to criticize. Because you are making a recording, no? I'll be praying later on. Vrindapati is simply criticizing modern education system.
Yes,
No,
no,
I'm
you
not.
are right. You are right. You are not wrong.
So that is also recorded. That is also recorded. So Vrindapati is getting some support. So because it is fact, I don't like to die. I like to sort out my problems. But no one is helping me. Why should I encourage young students to go to the universities and colleges? What for? Why? If you are paying for your degree, and after getting degree, you will sell your degree in certain amount of payment. Simply a business. Otherwise, what use is there? One time, my mother said that you are staying in the temple, you should take it your certificate to the temple. Okay, my mother, bring the certificate. I will make a fire out of it and make some hot water. Then I will drink it. That way, the certificate has some value. If you put the certificate into boiled water and drink it, then all the knowledge will come to your mind. Certificate has no value. If you forget your knowledge, then what certificate will help? Now, Srila Prabhupada asked me to give one certificate, ITC certificate. Now I will go again and ask some questions. I have teach them nicely before long back. Now she might forget it. But I will ask again the same question. She forget, then I won't give the certificate. Then you can't go to same process again. This knowledge is not meant for forgetfulness, not meant for putting uselessness. Means this knowledge is useful. This has to be used in proper way in Krishna consciousness. That is why one time one devotee said that, Prabhuji, I won't take any EITC course under you. you are you are very tough. You are asking so many questions. So okay, we look for some other teacher. I'm happy. So you see, I want to give you Krishna. Haribol. That is why I'm against of all these things. If you are against of all these things, then you will take Krishna consciousness very seriously. If you take it very seriously, then you will become after Krishna. I will meet Krishna. I will get Krishna. I can meet Krishna. Yes, Krishna is there. Krishna is a person. This type of feeling will come when you take it seriously. If you have it two legs in two boats, then you can go ahead and fall apart. That is why you have to take Krishna consciousness very seriously in this lifetime, because we have spent lot of life previously, but never we practice Krishna consciousness in our past life. This is the first life we are practicing Krishna consciousness. That is why take it very seriously. If it is fact, if Krishna consciousness is real, then take it seriously. If it is not real, prove it that it is not real. This is not factual. You don't live in between. Don't hang in between. Okay, let me see. Let me go. Let me think later. No, don't do like this. This is technology. He said there must be university where brain is properly utilized. Here is a boy. He has good intelligence. Train him as Brahmana. Less than that, train him as Kshatriya. Train him as Vaishya. Everything is there in the Bhagavad Gita. There is no difficulty. Who has brain faculty, who can think properly, who can behave properly, he should be trained like a Brahmana. And for that person, he can think about Siddhi. And he can think about this, what is called? Ayurveda, Jyotirveda, Dhanurveda, all these things he can think. But who is not intelligent enough, he should be trained up like a Kshatriya, as a management people. And who is not even that much capability, who is not having that much capability, he should be trained up as a Vaishya. And who has no any capacity to think, who is always having problem with the stomach, empty stomach, oh, where should I go, how can I feel my stomach, he is considered to be Sudra. Sudra is stomach conscious, Vaishya is money conscious, and Kshatriya is power conscious. Only Brahmana is knowledge conscious, Brahma conscious.
No, it means we are Sudras.
Yes.
We are almost, most people are Sudras. So if you have a degree, after that, if you look for certificate, or if you look for service, then you are Sudra. Service is meant for Sudras. Vaishyas are independent, Kshatriyas are independent, and Brahmins are most independent. Sudras are not independent because they don't have any.
Yes, we are.
Because they they don't manage themselves. They don't maintain themselves. They are dependent on other people. Oh, I can do something for you. Could you feed me? Could you give me clothes? Could you give me some shelter to stay? Who is looking all these things? Who has no brain? Who has no capability to do something independent? So that is why don't be after नौकरी नौकर बन जाए नौकर बन जाओगे नौकर का क्या वैल्यू है नौकर ही शूद्र है
Brahmana was knowledge conscious, Kshatriya was power conscious,
Vaishyas are money conscious,
Food conscious.
pet conscious. वो खाने के लिए बहुत सोचता है कहाँ मिलेगा खाना और खाने का बाद सोए और खाना सोना दोनों मिल जाने के बाद वो सेक्स टाइप के बारे में सोचेगा बस that much. It is said that brahmachari is meant for brahminas or sometimes meant for kshatriya, but Vaishya may some Vaishya may have some brahmachari life. Vaishya community people may have some brahmachari life. But Shudra is not meant for brahmachari life. Shudra is directly goes to Grihastha life. Otherwise, he will make chaos in the society.
Confused.
If you go through our Brahminical exam, you have to know all these things. Then you will be qualified to be Brahmina in ISKCON society. Which ashram is meant for which varna? Okay, I will finish it. Further, I will take the question. He said there is intelligent class of men, but their brain is being misused, and intelligent man is being taught technology, how to manufacture machine. This is Sudra's business, misuse, brain misuse. Actually, you people are misused. You have a very good intelligence, but that intelligence is not properly guided. You are not properly trained up. That is why your brain is used by some Vaishya community. So they are making money and your intelligence is being used for that purpose.
Just like Google doing.
Pardon?
Just like Google doing.
Yeah. What is doing?
Yes.
I don't like to think. He said technology means Sudra. The Englishman used to say this man, craft and technology, educated labor. They are labor and little educated. He said one who is depending on job and he is a Sudra. That is not education. Sudra are never for education. Unless he got a job, his education is useless. Therefore, he is a Sudra. He said education is not mean for the Sudra, but for the Dijja, twice born, the Brahmina, Kshatriya and Vaishya. And Brahmina, Kshatriya, Vaishya, they will create their own means of livelihood. You see, these three varnas are independent. They are not dependent upon anyone. Vaishyas are depending on land and cows. And Kshatriyas are depending upon Vaishyas. And Brahmins are not dependent of Kshatriya. But he is independent, completely independent. That is why Kshatriya also taking advice from
Brahmanas.
Brahmanas. But actually, all Sudras, Vaishyas and Kshatriyas are serving Brahmanas. Because they are the guide, they are the teachers of the society. If teachers are okay, fine, ideal, then whole society will be ideal. If teachers are corrupted, if teachers are degraded, then society will be corrupted. He said people were inclined to send their children to Gurukula. Now they are inclined to send their children to cinema. Previously they used to send to Gurukula. This was the culture. He said now schools and colleges are teaching sex from the very beginning. And 12 or 13 years old boys and girls are having sex. He said, I consider that this Gurukula is one of our most important projects because people in general are only suffering due to poor fund of knowledge. He said, so far as Gurukul is concerned, literary education is for the Brahminical culture, Brahminical class, not for all. Others should learn by seeing like Kshatriya, Vaishya and Sudra. He said, on the whole of Gurukula standard should be free education, boarding and lodging. People shall voluntarily contribute as far as possible. He said, we don't charge any fee. There is no question of money because the Brahmana, they will teach free. They require money. They require money because they have to give fat salary to these rascals. But we have not got to, and even we have to feed them. We produce our own grains. So where is the question of taking money? You see, that is why farming is needed. Where there is farm, there is a teacher, and the teacher will help guide all the voices how to produce food grains. And actually teachers are helping when you implant the seed, when rain will come, what disease is going to happen, means in the vegetables, how to save the vegetables from insects. All these things are given by Brahmins. That way, all the Vaishyas and Kshatriyas are supplying foodstuffs to the Brahmanas and they maintain themselves like that. And because they are maintained by other community, that is why they are giving free education, not charging anything. What need is there to have money? What purpose is there to keep money in the bank? Huh? I have learned one thing from one person. He have a what is it called? Body insurance. He paid lot for the insurance.
Health insurance.
Health insurance. After that, he was always thinking that any problem is there, then insurance company will pay the amount. So he was thinking, why somebody is supposed to come? Any problem is there, then he goes to the hospital because he will get free treatment, or he will get the treatment and money will pay by insurance. So that way, who is paying what is it called?
Premium.
Body insurance? No.
Health insurance.
Health insurance. He's always thinking of some disease.
Disease.
If I get disease, then I will get money from them. Because you paid for the disease.
Yes. That's why you want that disease. Some disease.
That is why you are deserving disease. Disease will come, definitely. Because you are saving money for that disease. For any type of disease. So that is why money is not at all needed. If money can help us to overcome death, then it is glorious. But not at all. So, children, he said that practically the Gurukul was planned for our children. He said practically the Gurukul was planned for our own children. We have got Grihastha devotees. They will have children and they should be trained up. That was idea of Gurukul. He said children at the age of 5 are sent to the Gurukul or the place of the spiritual master. And the master trains the young boys in the strict discipline of becoming brahmachari. He said in Vedic times they should train boys as brahmacharis. No sex life was allowed at all up to the age of 25. Where is their education now? He said ideal brahmachari ashram you should create. There will be no scarcity of food. There will be no scarcity of place. Now we have to organize. He said, a brahmachari is a student who lives a life of complete celebration and obey the commands of the Guru at the Gurukula. He said, our mission is Padopokar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. This is a very good opportunity to train up from the very beginning of creative Vidyan, Bhaktiman, Janavan. He said, presently there is a class of men, Hiranyakasipu. The Hiranyakasipu type of people are here. They do not like to see their sons become Prahlad. And our ideal is to create Prahlad. One devotee today coming to my room and he said, I'd like to take initiation without the notice of my parents. Because parents are not allowing me to take initiation. I asked him that you should tell your parents that if you not allow me to take initiation, then I will get the home anyway. Then they will think it twice. They will think it deeply. I asked him, why you are afraid of? Because Krishna consciousness is very ideal, very meaningful, very useful. So you should boldly establish Krishna consciousness to your parents. If they not allow you to become Krishna conscious now, then you ask them that okay, I won't go to the ISKCON, I won't go to take the Diksha, but you help me to get Krishna. Only Krishna can save you, save me from death, because I am very much afraid of death. because you have given me birth. Now you are responsible to save me from death. If you are not taking it seriously, but I am taking it serious. Death is very painful. I saw so many people when they are dying, that time they are suffering a lot. So same is going to happen in my case also. So I advise him to tell his parents in that way. So we should boldly present to our parents and friends. You see, we are talking something practical. They are talking about something whimsical, talking about something hallucination, something imaginary, something
Null and void. Null and void.
something meaningless, useless, hopeless. That is why you should be very bold, no? Otherwise, if you not preach, then we don't want you. What for you want? What for we want you? We want the people who appreciate this Krishna consciousness firmly and preach others. We are helping people, not we are squeezing people and getting money and aggression, puja pratishtha. We are not hankering all these things. We are genuinely looking their good health and good end of life. That way we are very practical, principle holder. But these people are, common people are, what is called Akash Kusum. Have you heard this?
Akash Kusum.
Akash Kusum?
Yes. That is, which not is realistic.
Not realistic. आकाश में कोई कुसुम मिलेगा क्या? आकाश में कोई पुष्प मिलेगा?
मिराज.
हाँ?
मिराज.
मिराज. ऐसा आकाश कुसुम ढूंढ रहा है. All the materialistic people, they are expecting some happy life. But what happy life will come? Because Krishna designed it dukhalam astasadam. Anyway, that is why I have a very good hope from you that you will help us to preach Krishna consciousness. Presently, there is a class now. We want Prahlad, but they want their children to be Prahlad. He said, Ideal Institute, I am thinking so many things, but my life is ending. So keep this ideal, especially young men. That's all. So you are a young man, you should be. Why I am reading all these things? Because this should be our resolution for the year or the year to come. So if you maintain this resolution that I will have an ideal life, I will be a very ideal person for the society, I will help people in proper way, ideal way, in a Brahminical way. That is actually very much needed. We have enough doctor, enough engineer, enough scholarly people. Enough. Now we need ideal people. But all educated people are not ideal. They are externally ideal, but internally doing something rascal. And he said, if you can open an ideal institution for the future children, for our associates, it will be a great service. He said Gurukula is only for the small children, preliminaries, primary, and when the children are grown up, they should be sent to the Varnashram school or college for further develop training. So this is actually my ambition also. Ambition means I like this idea. Though I am not qualified to execute all these things, this is actually developing in ISKCON, Varnashram. There is a wing in ISKCON Varnashram Ministry. This ISKCON Varnashram Ministry is promoting all this Gurukul and Varnashram college and school. So you people are supposed to be in the Varnashram college or Varnashram institute. He said from 5 to 10 years Gurukula, and from 10 to 12 years they should go to the Varnashram college. He said because people have been spoiled all over the world, being misguided by the so-called leaders, therefore Varnashram college is required. He said first of all Varna. When the Varna is perfectly in order, then Ashrama. Ashrama is specially meant for spiritual advancement, and Varna is meant for Varna is general division. It must be there in the human society, or they are only animals. If Varna is not there, then this is a society of animals. And when the Varna is working perfectly, then we give them ashrama, Varnashrama. That is better. He said Varnashrama college specially mean for the Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishya. He said in the Varnashram Ashram college, we shall train up actual Brahmanas, actual Kshatriya, actual Vaishyas, actual Shudras, and we shall accept students from all over the world. Actual Shudra means Shudra never take any money given. They need food, clothing, and medical and shelter. They are happy. If you give money to the Shudra, they will simply misuse. They don't know what to use. They go to
Have drink.
Madiralaya.
Madirala. Or they will go to some bar or prostitute house. Like that. And he said Varnashrama college especially mean for the Brahmin Kshatriya Vaishya. He said in a Varnashrama college we shall train up actual Brahmin. He said a Brahmana must truthful. He must control the senses, control the mind. He must be tolerant. He should not be agitated in trivial matters. Satyam, Sosam, Dhanam, Satyam, Soma, Dhamma, Sosam. He must be always clean. 3 times he must take bath at least. All the clothing, everything is clean. This is Brahminical training. He said a Brahmana should be expert in every kind of knowledge. Brahmana means intellectual brain. So in intelligent brain one can learn anything and teach anything. He said the boys should be trained up to become first class men. Sama, Dhamma, Titiksha, like that. And literally Sanskrit and English. That will make them perfect. He said that Kshatriyas should be taught how to fight also. There will be military training. There will be training how to kill. He said Vaishya should be trained how to give protection to the cows, how to till the field and grow food practical. He said those who are not fit for education, they are Sudras. That's all. Or those who are reluctant to take education, Sudra must. That's all. They should assist the higher caste. He said, why we should go and waste time for education? A boy is given to a carpenter. He learns very easily. A weaver, he learns very easily. A shopkeeper, grocer, he learns very easily. And that is education. Why he should waste time for academic education and create unemployment? He said, this idea that my son should be BA, MA, PhD, this is wrong idea. Why? That is their PhD. First of all, one must learn, one must earn. Self-preservation is the first law. He said, first of all, the whole society must be divided into 4 varnas. Otherwise, there will be chaotic conditions. That is what is the position now. What is he? What he has to do? One does not know. And there are so many unemployment. But if you organize the society into varnas, there will be no question of unemployment. He said, as soon as there is unemployment, there are so many devils. They will plan. And the first plan will come wine and women. So we want to save the society from this downfall. At least keep one ideal, and that is our mission. He said we have to train like that. Guna karma vibhagasa. Not that everyone should be Sanskrit scholar. Why? It is not necessary. There are so many other things. He said we should see for which work he is suitable. You should engage him, and we must have all departments of work. The weeding department, the plowing department, the cow keeping department, the Sanskrit department, the English department, the trading department. We should have all the departments. He said, it is the guide's intelligence for which purpose he is suitable. Engage him like that. That is required. Not that everyone has to become a big scholar in Sanskrit. That is not required. He said, if he is not suitable for higher education, let him go to the farm and take care of cows and grow food, flowers, fruits, eat and dance and chant, chanting, dancing, everything will take part. There is no doubt. He said, actually, I have no desire to start the school in any city. He said, poet Cowper stated that the city is made by men and the village is made by God. So in the village there is a natural tendency for Krishna consciousness. He said the land will be required, not less than 10 and up to 15 acres. He said that direct I have explained above must all other self realize following strictly the regulatory principle. Then everything will be successful. He said according to the Varnashram principles, the Brahmana should be the advisory board. The Kshatriya should take part in politics. The Vaishya should produce the necessities of life, especially food, and the Shudra should help. This is the process of perfection for all in Krishna consciousness. He said, if by force I want to assume myself as a Brahmana or Kshatriya without qualification, that is cause of India's cultural ruination. Such a high Vedic culture of India is now ruined because we have misused the terms. He said, the old system of Gurukul should be revived as perfect example of a system designed to produce great men, sober and responsible leaders who know what is the real welfare of the citizen. So I like to stop here because I have said everything what I have. So any question from you? Yes, bro.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry I've been listening quite a while. But, so in India you find many people that are born into a particular varna because the parents are desiring children, and any higher class of people are desiring children to go back to Krishna. Some. But in the West, or maybe in Kali Yuga, the term is used varna sankara. If the parents weren't conscious at the time of conception, like the Gavadan Sanskar, then we're considered varna sankara. So many of us would be considered varna sankaras. Maybe you can explain a little bit about that. What is a varna sankara to somebody who's mixed varnas? We all sort of feel, oh, I'm inclined to this, I'm inclined to that. What am I? As a varna sankara.
Actually, Sankara means, you know,
Mixed.
mix. Or mix two metal. If you mix two metal, if you boil two metal and mix it, then it becomes a alloy. It's called Sankara. Similarly, two varna is mixed, then a Sankara. Varna Sankara is take place. Means he has a tendency to have two varnas inclination. Two varna inclination, he is not fit for particularly one varna. So he is actually varna sankara. Varna, actually previously all Brahminas should make a Brahmina girl only. And Brahmina girl is meant for Brahminas only, not for Kshatriyas and all. And Brahmina can marry Kshatriya and Vaishya also, but the offspring, children, are considered as Kshatriya and Vaishya, not Brahmin. Because these women are coming from such community, such born. So, that way, Varna is defined. If someone is, means Krishna said that the men shall die, only women shall there, then women shall mix with any man. That way, Varna Sankara will come. When women are not protected properly, then anyone use any woman to beget children. That woman is, man is not known, and woman is also not known. That way, Varna Sankara is coming. So, anyone who is not doing Garbhadan Samskar, the offspring is Varna Sankara. Garbhadan Samskar actually determines what Varna the children will build up within. Kshatriyas are giving particular type of Garbhadan Samskar. And Vaishyas are different, doing differently. Brahmins are doing different. But who is not having Garbhadan Samskar, they are called Sudras or they are called Varna Sankara. So nowadays, all are Sudras. Kolo Sudra Sambhava, everyone is Sudras because it is, no one is having, maintaining, what is called? Garbhadan Samskar. Sudras are not maintaining any Garbhadan Samskar. That is why, who is not maintaining Garbhadan Samskar, if he claims that I belongs to a Brahmin society, but not having Garbhadan Samskar, he is also considered as a Sudra. Brahmin means he is very cultured. He is maintaining some samskars. 10 samskars very compulsory. I mean for Brahminas. If not doing any samskar, that means samskarless santan. What? Who is no any samskar, means no any culture. That is why he is called Sudra or Varna Sankara. Mix. You want to say something else, I think? Or what I said?
I just appreciate that, but also, I don't know about the situation, but in India, many people might think I'm a Brahmana, but if you look back at the way they were conceived, they might actually be Varna Sankara. I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying.
Please come forward.
Like, Varna Sankara is not just for the Western world, India also, or anywhere.
Anywhere who is not maintaining samskara, he is considered as a Varna Sankara people. Samskara must be maintained. That way you will be categorized to a particular Varna. Otherwise, no samskara, no culture, then what type of Varna he is in?
So like I was thinking like a triangle, you see at the top you have a point, and the bottom you have a big base. So if you draw 3 or 4 lines through the triangle, the Brahman is at the top, the Sudras at the bottom. Most of us are Sudras at the triangle, most bulk is the Sudras, the base. The top is very rare. It's just some point, a little bit. And so to actually beget a Brahmana son, very difficult. You've got to get the right Jyotish, the right timing, you've got to get the right sort of surrounding your house and Vaishnavas, all the people should know, family members knowing that you're actually having a child, you'd like to have a child, they all pray for you. In other words, it's not just you and your private enjoyment. And so to actually have that situation, on a particular day, a particular nakshatra, a particular timing, according to the stars, you may beget a Brahman. But who's going to look into that type of details? only people with knowledge, with that type of knowledge. Very rare, isn't it? So to beget a Brahmin is very rare. And yet Sudras, right down the bottom.
That is why yesterday I told you the story of a Jaratkaru and Jaratkari. You see, the male person is very much responsible to guide the wife. If the wife is following strictly the Vedic culture according to the husband, actually husband is the guru for the wife. If she strictly follow, then everything will be systematic. If she doesn't follow, the chaotic situation comes. That is why one story was there in Mahabharata. Jaratkaru, one rishi was there. He said, I will tolerate only 3 mistakes. If you do the 4th one, I will leave you behind. I will go away. This all our sadhus, santas are such a strict people. They are only the Pakka Brahminas, Pakka Vaishnavas. Because they won't tolerate any mistakes, won't tolerate any deviation. So if men are not like that, the society cannot be maintained in a Brahminical cultured way. Only men are the responsible, not the women. Women are always subservient to the men. So if men are not taking guru, that type of man will make a chaotic situation in the society. Woman is guided by husband. A husband is supposed to be guided by good teacher, spiritual master. If he is not guided by spiritual master, he cannot be a qualified husband, a qualified father. So that is why, you see, to be a Grihastha is not an easy thing. You have to go through all the systems. Then only you become a successful Grihastha, and you will have some contribution to the society, and you can make your life successful. Otherwise, you will ruin yourself, and you will create disturbance to the society, and you will give you have a nice contribution of rascals to the society. You will contribute rascals to the society. Anyway, any other questions? Yeah.
For a Krishna conscious devotee or a Shuddha Vaishnava, that Varnashram is needed or not?
Varnashram is needed for Krishna conscious people only.
Or a Shuddha Vaishnava, but in Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Sarva Dharman Parityaj.
Who is actually going to be sannyasi for them is beyond all these things. When you remain as a grihastha, at that time it is very difficult to become a sarva dharma parityaj. Even grihastha dharma has to be given. Or if you do everything in Krishna consciousness, what Krishna wants, if you know what Krishna wants, you don't know what Krishna wants. What Guru wants, if you know, then if you do accordingly, then you are also sarva dharma parityagi devotees. If you do anything whimsically, then you cannot be a sarva dharma parityagi Vaishnava. That to become a Vaishnava is a very high ambition, a very high thing. It's not easy. Vaishnava is beyond three moods, Sattva, Raja, Tama, and beyond Varnasam. But that type of Vaishnava is very difficult. Vaishnava Kriya Mudda Vigya na buja. We cannot become a Vaishnava within a very short time. To become a Vaishnava like that category, that is actually Paramahamsa Vaishnava. That type of Vaishnava is very difficult to found. So, anyway, we should not claim as a Vaishnava. We are the practitioner. We are sadhaka. We are not a Vaishnava. If I categorize myself as a Vaishnava, then I may be the Kanishta Vaishnava.
Prabhu, a devotee and Vaishnava is same thing or different?
Same.
Same. So, but usually we say that you are devotee.
Yeah, we are devotees of Krishna. Every Krishna devotees are Vaishnavas. Any other? Padri would like to ask something.
Prabhu, you said simple living means living with nature.
Yes.
What can we know that?
Land and cow. Land and cow. This is nature.
You said we are forced to take birth, but not forced to take death.
Means Krishna has given us wisdom. That is why if you use your wisdom, then we can take shelter of Krishna. If you take shelter of Krishna, then you can easily overcome death. When Vasishtha was coming to Dasharatha, the Dasharatha was greeting him as saying, Janma Mrityu Jayaya, you have conquered the Janma Mrityu. If you cannot conquer death, then you will be subjected to take birth again. If you conquer death, that means you are free from birth. That is called Janma Mrityu Jayaya. Yes, Prabhu.
Like we are not following, we have not followed till now. We have not followed this varnashram system like brahmachari, grihastha, sannyasa. So we are in this stage of like we have missed. Now how we can like follow this thing, like as Prabhupada is mentioning, as you are also mentioning, very simple life and austere life. What we can do, like we are Sudras, we are working also. So how we can follow that path? Like that will be that will be more helpful to our spiritual journey.
You see, first of all, we have to make myself convinced that yes, this Krishna consciousness is a perfect way of life. And Krishna exists as a living entity. He is not an energy. He is a person. And we may meet one day Krishna when we become qualified. But it is possible. If I make myself qualified, then I can meet Krishna. But this type of conviction must be there. And if you are very hopeful to meet Krishna, see Krishna, get Krishna, understand Krishna, then you will take Krishna consciousness very strictly. You follow it very strictly. Because It is big hope. If you get Krishna, you will get everything. Jasmin labdha na saparam labham. Means there is nothing left. Means everything is obtained if Krishna is obtained. And Jasmin Vigyatam Sarvamebam Vigyatam Bhavati. If you know Krishna, automatically a PhD, become a PhD holder or maybe a higher degree holder. One time, 1 hour, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's follower, Srila Prabhupada's godbrother he was actually originally from Assam, Borpeta. He was studying in Calcutta University, Calcutta College. That time it was ruled by British. So England, from England the Queen was coming to the Calcutta, because Calcutta was, that time Calcutta was the capital. Once that Queen was coming, then all the students from that college was taken to greet her. And all the big senior people addressing Queen. And some teachers asked students to greet Queen. One devotee, who became a devotee later, who was a student there. That time, he got up and spoke something. What he said like this. He said better than me. I will simply try to repeat. He said, king or queen is directly the representative of God. As we respect God very humbly, very gorgeously, similarly, we should treat Queen in the similar manner, because she represents God. So, she is the mother, because she is ruling all citizens and treating all citizens as her own children. She was so amazed. She was so, what is it called? Thrilled. She was so thrilled. Then she said that he should be given the honorary degree. Immediately he got the BA certificate. He said, actually, educational institute, head of the educational institute is called Vice Chancellor. Who is Chancellor? Chancellor is governor. See, actual Chancellor is the President. So President is actually the authority who can give certificate. C sign means finish. Okay. So she has given our devotees as an honorary degree. Similarly, if you know Krishna, Jasmin Vigyatam, Sarvamebam Vigyatam. If you know Krishna, then you will get all the knowledge. Nothing will be unknown to you.
What was his name again? Is that a spiritual name again?
His name is Nimananda Prabhu. I have heard Nimananda.
Initiated name.
He
Prabhupada's godbrother.
Prabhupada's godbrother. He was very scholarly. Any other question?
So one more question.
Yes.
Like we are not practicing Krishna consciousness very sincerely also, and there are many people who are trying to practice, but we are not pure soul. We are still doing so many aparad. We have so many deep-rooted anarthas, but still God is reciprocating some or the other. Like we can understand to some extent that it is happening. It is not we even not is done by our endeavor also. Sometimes it happens. I believe lot of people has experienced kind of thing or share kind of things. So how then this thing happened? Or as we are still doing like mixed kind of not Niskam Bhakti, we are doing Sakam Bhakti, and also doing aparad or anarthas, we are having anarthas. So how then still God reciprocates with us, and to some extent why, like that is what
If you experience of God's reciprocation, this is good.
no, like all the devotees, basically devotees or practicing devotees, they reciprocate to some extent. But when we are not pure soul, our anarthas with us only, till that moment also, like as we are discussing the stage, like till bhava stage, we can also like fall down again. So like,
How is
but,
this possible?
but how is it possible that still doing anarthas and aparadhas also got reciprocates?
Then if you feel some reciprocation, that means you are doing some extent some nice service, some extent. Otherwise, why he will reciprocate?
Or is this some kind of hallucination or what?
Maybe.
That is why.
Maybe we can think, oh, this is a God's reciprocation. But actually it is not God's reciprocation. This is all mental concoction. Yeah. Who knows? Only if you ask very qualified person, 3%, then same judgment they give, then you can accept it. Otherwise, if you discuss with your spiritual master, he only knows it is God's reciprocation or it is your hallucination, speculation. This is, I don't know. You should also, anyway, God is very merciful. Whatever we are getting, anything we are getting, this is the mercy of God only. We are getting nice foodstuffs. This is the mercy of God. He is reciprocally. Just now we are philosophizing. If you go down, we will get nice foodstuff. This is called the reciprocation. Not that other people are giving some reciprocation. Other people are via media. And Krishna is giving us all these things. Anyway, if you feel that it is given by God, this is not false. Everything is coming from Krishna. Even if you gain something from demigods or from the minister or anyone, no one is having anything. He is the biomedium. He can't give or he can't create anything. He is giving us because God has permitted him to give that object to me. That is why he is giving. God is the remote cause. And whom we are dealing with, he is the immediate cause. Immediate cause is not the ultimate cause always. Ultimate cause is Sarva Karana, Karana means Krishna.
Yes.
So everything is come from Krishna. If you think that God is reciprocating, it is not hallucination. It is always true. But if you think that it is God's reciprocation, but maybe it is not God's reciprocation, it is your demand. Your demand is fulfilled by Maya maybe. And Maya will put you in difficulties. When difficulties come, then you won't say that, oh, this is God gift. That time you won't say. God is giving the difficulties also. He gives more difficulties. Maya is giving more facilities. Don't take facilities as God given, but take it as God. Miseries you can say this is God given, because God is giving miseries first, then pleasure later. Maya giving pleasure first and suffering later. Very well. So, who wants to maintain simple living? Oh. How you will maintain the spirit simple living? Calmness.
To be in Krishna consciousness very seriously, that will lead to be a
But
simple.
if you become a serious, then you have to have a simple life. Otherwise, you cannot maintain seriously. Because if you are under boss, the boss will use you according to his whims.
Prabhu, Dhruva Maharaj has all the opulations. But he used to maintain a simple life for Krishna.
He was not maintaining simple life. He maintained very austere life. You can't imagine it. And when he got Krishna, after he did an opulent life. Not at all simple life. No scope to become simple. You become God, and before you become austere. Both are very high.
So he wanted the kingdom greater than his father. It's not very simple.
Yeah, not very simple.
Greater than the Brahma, he wanted the kingdom.
Prabhuji, Srila once told us, he taught us the graphs of like our urgent, what is urgent, what is basic, kind of things. Like if you
Urgent and important.
urgent important, sorry, urgent and important things. So if we follow that things in our life, and we can figure out the basic things that is very urgent and important also. And if we can follow that diagram, we can, to some extent, we can remain very simple. The life we can.
So this is practical only. We are going to have a practical life. In practical life, if you give much focus on soul, that is important. And if your bodily demands are urgent, means eating, passing stool, all these things are very compulsory. You have to. There is no other way. You have to go through. That is why it is compulsory. It is urgent. But soul's demands are not urgent. Important. Why it is important? Because it will save you from all types of suffering. And bodily demands, if you reduce bodily demands, then all the urgency will be reduced, and you will have enough time to focus on important objects. So that is why simple life is needed. Simple life makes your urgency limited and controlled. And if you are all the time with, if your stomach is not good, then you will be very much disturbed all the time.
Yes.
You can't focus because all the time you have to go to the latrine and pass your stool and all these things, because it is giving problems That is why you have to give much focus on this stomach now. If stomach is peaceful and having no problem, then you can meditate on Krishna's name and all this things. You see? That is why the bodily demands should be minimized.
Yes.
How to minimize? To maintain simple life. Simple eating, simple sleeping, and like that, if you save some time, then you can focus.
And if you do less endeavors also, we can maintain a very basic or simple.
There is no hard labor. Actually, hard labor is doing for body only.
Yes.
Body and mind. For soul, there is no hard labor. Just sit and chant. That's all. For body, you have to go factories and companies to earn money. And getting money is not enough. You have to go to the market to buy vegetables. Vegetables is not enough. You have to go to the kitchen. If you cook, if you eat, you'll be not peaceful. You have to go to the bathroom also. One leads other. Like that. Same. It's this material life is very useless. Somehow we have to stop it. This Srila Prabhupada says this material life is a nonsense business, useless business. So if you understand this point, then definitely you will be able to lead a simple life. So I have a farming project. If you join with me, then fine.
Yes.
Jai Srila Prabhupada ki
But Prabhu, simple living thing is very difficult for a Grihastha ashram, because you know you have to stay simple in life, but you have to maintain your family also.
So if you look for a partner who maintains simple life, that way it is simple. Otherwise, your partner is not
At this time, this kind of people are very rare.
So that is why we need both gurukuls, boys gurukuls and girls gurukuls.
Like you were telling, Prabhupada, their priority should be nice cooking and chastity. Not like education, too much of education, high endeavors.
All the educated ladies wants to work.
Yes.
They
Sudras,
don't
they
want to
become
give time to the husband and children.
And they want to be, always be equal to men.
Your status.
Yes.
Maintain the same
Yeah.
status. If you don't give me money, I will maintain myself.
Myself.
If they because they take care.
But that's the reason Sankara, that Varna is created.
So that is why you see we need a lot of preaching. Otherwise people will go simply astray.
And this knowledge should be for everyone, not for that single gender. For everyone.
Both men and women.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for this nice and valuable class.
Thank you.
Prabhu.